Problem 13, most of you ain't never heard of me. Right. But ain't no MC/rapper outwording me. That's absurd to me. I'm killing this track with a microphone and you become a witness to a murder scene. Murdering, garbage, crummy, bubble gummy, dummy rap. I ain't having none of that, and it's really fun in fact. I bring the truth, factual facts, that's the real in me. But facts are 7 out of 10 ain't feeling me. We'll let the odds keep stacking, keep the beat running. If I never drop an album, never sleep, I'll keep coming. Tapes flood the underground till the streets humming. Then I'm crawling out the sewer queue, the industry's done it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's the Wolverine, problem 13, P13 for sure. Direct business is a business, bought the cash for real. But I refuse to sell my soul for the mass appeal. You'd rather I tell you.
Drop it like it's hot, girl. Twerk that booty, baby. Back it up, let it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Everybody partying, be sure you pop a molly and sweat it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Trap life heavy blink, know it's Jordan's on your feet. Money over everything.
You'd rather I tell you.
What you wanna hear, what you used to.
It's problem 13 and I refuse to. As I speak the real, I seek the real. Don't see me, see soft booty, wet toilet paper, fake MCs flanking. All in the midst of all the fake recognized real. Disrespected I feel, but corrected I will. Treated, underrated, and slept on. Apologizing early and sincerely for any toes that I stepped on. I come through like a stampede of elephants. Flowing through, knowing you, brand me irrelevant. It's all good, they hated Jesus, no love is lost. Hollered, crucify him while they nailed him to that rugged cross. I'm in good company, never been a punk in me. Before the reaper come for me, the whole world bumping me. What else do you want from me? I'ma keep it 100. I'ma bring the truth while other rappers seem to run from it. No preservatives, nothing artificial. I'm official. Lyricism doesn't seem to be the issue, right? You'd rather I tell you.
Drop it like it's hot, girl. Twerk that booty, baby. Back it up, let it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Everybody partying, be sure you pop a molly and sweat it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Trap life heavy blink, know it's Jordan's on your feet. Money over everything.
You'd rather I tell you.
What you wanna hear, what you used to.
It's problem 13 and I refuse to. I'm above and beyond the level of the average rap. Thinking like a slave trained well by his savage captor. I'm a panther on the hunt, gorilla in the mist. Assassin for hire, sent to kill Willie Lynch. Coming after garbage rappers, don't deserve the whole of mine. We living in the dark age of rap and I'm a glowing light. My flow is tight, your lyrics need an upgrade. Stand next to me holding the mic and you get upstage. By the greatest rapper that you never heard about. Got a few fans and supporters just through word of mouth. Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter. Looking for a problem.com and I'm not wrong. For giving a plug, not getting no love. Written in blood like a cookie count splitting the thug. A new day for hip-hop and I'm torching the flame. I wanna get paid, but it's bigger than just fortune and fame. Hear me? You'd rather I tell you.
Drop it like it's hot, girl. Twerk that booty, baby. Back it up, let it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Everybody partying, be sure you pop a molly and sweat it out.
You'd rather I tell you.
Trap life heavy blink, know it's Jordan's on your feet. Money over everything.
You'd rather I tell you.
What you wanna hear, what you used to.
It's problem 13 and I refuse to.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This brother Ali coming at you live once again on Reality Underground Radio. And it's late in the hour, but you know, when these things come, they have to be explained when they come. The title of this broadcast is The Fear Factor of a Preacher. And this right here is a powerful subject. And if there are any pastors present that might be following the show, please do not take any offense to what you are hearing, because it is the truth and it is from Allah. And some of the things you might hear may make you feel some type of way if the characteristics don't fit your preaching, then it don't pertain to you. So, for the record, assalamu alaikum. Once again, peace be upon all that might be listening. Once again, this is Brother Ali, and I'm about to touch bases on why, or the reason why, or what is the explanation of the fear factor of preachers. The fear factor of most preachers is the speaking on the chapter of Revelations. You know, and it is because contained in the chapter of Revelations, in the first chapter, God is speaking to the 7 churches. Now, these 7 churches are ruled by the ones who are ruling the world, but they sunk down doctrines in certain ways that are set up for a pastor to preach if they went to school for it. And you don't have to believe this. If you went to their school, you followed their program, okay, on how to preach. All right? So, with that being said, you learned some of their technology along the way. Brother or sister, if you're a pastor. And once again, if this ain't pertaining to you, well, please, don't feel no type of way. But if you do, people don't teach emotion. It's either truth or falsehood, and an emotion can follow. So, today, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm talking about is vigilant. You have been in your churches, and I'm sure you never really, and if you do, it's every blue moon. They're not really preaching on the judgment. They're coming out of the Old Testament, or they have a program going on the majority of the times. But the receptacle is always going around. Ain't that right? So, brothers and sisters, you have to understand that God intends to judge the wickedness that these 7 churches sent down in a doctrine. That if, like I said, you went and got your license from any of their pastoring or school of religious Scientology or whatever the case may be to become a pastor, you have to understand there was technology and how you're supposed to preach in that doctrine or in that school system that you went to. I'm sorry. So this is why there isn't no real structure in church. This is why people ain't going to church. Because it ain't no life-giving teaching in the church. You getting dead teachings. And a receptacle passed around asking you for money every hour on hour. You know, so now you got broke people who are struggling coming to church. And every time you turn around, they asking for money. What that's going to cause? You going to stop going. And that's part of the reason why our people stop going to church. Along with people talking about each other in the church. Okay? You got pastors sweethearting with members in the church. Okay? A real preacher is supposed to be a humanitarian. And if you know what a humanitarian is, then you'll bear me witness. So to all these preachers that's passing these receptacles around and getting all these tithes, and the church need this every 5 minutes, but if a sister is struggling and don't have money to get her baby no Pampers, The preacher can't give her nothing on that Sunday. What's going on? It is because your preacher is being a pimp nowadays, and he is pimping the whole congregation. If this ain't you, don't be offended. But we got to deal with this. You got preachers raping and molesting children in the church nowadays. Ain't that right? So if you have a child molesting preacher and they went to a supposed school, this means that school didn't handle things properly. This also means that school approve of this because it ain't do no proper background search on this preacher. Okay? Now it's a little girl or a little boy suffering because a proper background check wasn't done on this so-called preacher, brothers and sisters. I want to read some scriptures out of the King James Version of the Bible that proves that, God know about what you're doing. But in this particular scripture, this is directed to the rulers of this world who got you, doing what you doing in your church. And this is in Revelations, chapter 1, verse 9. And it reads, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but you are rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. The 10th verse say, Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be you faithful unto death, and I will give thee crown of life. Let he that hath ear hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. And he that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Now, brothers and sisters, that was Allah letting the Illuminati know that he knows what they're doing. And he is letting them know, if you've ever worked at a restaurant, did you notice at the end of the night, that restaurant usually throw away enough food to feed enough homeless people for a few days? These are that people. Those owners are a part of those people. Because if those owners had the spirit of Allah in them, they would conserve that food and distribute it to the homeless. So look at what he said. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, meaning you cause it, but you rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So if you throwing away all this food, you're a part of that. You're a part of this group who taught you how to be wasteful, who taught you how to be a pimp in your church. Okay. They stay from Revelations, they stay keeping preaching on about what went on in the Old Testament. Look, man, the people need FPP, wisdom. The wisdom of fasting,